Welcome back to Creepy Place of New England. We're now going to the Great Swamp Monument. We've been here before, but as I said to the 90 Men's Misery, it's part of our remaking of some of the older videos. And this time we're also adding more paranormal stuff with the usual EMFs, DVR sessions, and also Steve's Obelisk, because there's an app for that. So I hope you enjoyed this. The Great Swamp Massacre occurred during King Philip's War on December 19, 1675. On this day, Josiah Winslow led a force of over 1,000 colonial men and 150 Pequot and Mohegans to fight against the Narragansett people near the swamp in South Kingstown, Rhode Island. The Narragansett Indians have not been directly involved in the war. However, they have been allegedly harboring King Philip's men, women, and children. The colonists had no trust in the Narragansetts, and they feared that when spring came around, they were going to join up with King Philip in the war. This could be considered a preemptive strike against the Narragansetts before they joined the uprising. It was a cold, storm-filled winter's day when the colonists attacked the fort, which lied on 5 acres of land. During the attack, they set the fort on fire. As the fire raged, close to 300 to 500 Native Americans were burned to death, mostly women and children. Those that did escape eventually faced starvation or froze to death in the swamp. The Narragansetts, who were semi-neutral in the war at this point, were forced to join and fight alongside King Philip. However, the massacre was a critical blow to the tribe, in which they never fully recovered. On our journey to the Great Swamp Monument, thanks, you're following the GPS, we're going to get Dunkin' Donuts. Say hi! There's Steve.
Hi. Charles can have the money.
No. Screw you, hippie. Well, we're now on Quaker Lane after we got our coffees.
And it's Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Maybe eventually they'll learn to pay for their advertising.
Sponsor us, bitches. And I also got my sandwich. Well, as we get further and further south, the areas become more and more rural and country. Ugh, pretty. Even though it still has quite a bit of traffic. It's a beautiful day. Here's the sun. And look at that little purple light. It's like a laser beam. We are now on the road where the road to the Great Swamp Monument is. You're not going to notice it, and we might even pass it because the sign for it is like a little danky thing. And yeah, we'll show it to you.
5 miles, turn left.
According to the GPS, though, 0.5 miles. Where's the sign?
Right there, right on that post. It's a ghost sign.
Oh, it's invisible. See? We'll get a video of it when we go back, but the sign that actually, there was a sign that says leading to the Great Swamp Monument, but it's gone. And you wouldn't notice it because you would see the road, and it was like, oh, this ain't the road to it, it's just a driveway, but it's not. Well, here's a little red bar that kind of blocks off motor vehicles and motorcycles, and we're heading down towards the Great Swamp Monument.
And this is why they call it a swamp.
That's a swamp?
That's a swamp.
It looks like a puddle.
Could be alligators in there.
Yeah, right. We're not in the South. And it'll be kind of interesting today because it appears that we're not alone. Maybe
not spirit-wise.
Not spirit-wise. Apparently there's
human beings.
There's 20 people just walked ahead of us, and looks like, judging from the back, there's actually more joining us, which is totally gonna ruin our style. Unless they're really hot looking, then they can join us. Okay, we want to show you something. That sign says no hunting, and yet it looks like it has bullet holes in it. It's like we're in Texas now. Now, as you're walking along, you'll see the little needle pointing out in the middle of a field. Well, clearing anyway. And there's people there, so we're going to postpone the ghost hunting aspect until they leave.
That's not the Washington Monument.
No, but you do know what Freud says about a symbol like that that's longer than it is wider. we'll let everybody use their imagination on that one. Well, here we are, second trip to the Great Swamp Monument. The people are leaving. Judging from their reaction, I think they had a major letdown. They were like, that's it? So you have the little 4 points here, and they represent the colonies that were involved in King Philip's War. This is Connecticut. I am not running this time, if you remember from it last time. Connecticut. This one might be a little harder to see because it's in the shadow, but this is Massachusetts. You're gonna have to you have to take my word for it. Massachusetts. This is Plymouth, because at the time before Plymouth joined up with Massachusetts, it was his own colony. And this will obviously be Rhode Island, the state that we're in. Yay, yay, we're in Rhode Island. And there it is. It's obviously seen better days. They do seem to come around here, mow the lawn. We got holes in the ground. Maybe they're thinking they're digging up the bodies. The problem is, this is not the spot of the Swamp Massacre. It's just the monument to it. The real location, somewhere deep in the swamp, the Great Swamp Management, and it's not really known. Not many people actually know where it is because they don't want teenagers going there. Another side, another angle of the monument. Now, why do I say they don't want teenagers going there? Well, teenagers leave souvenirs, like condoms. There's one there, and there's one that's actually used. It's a good way to celebrate our history by having sex in the woods. And besides condoms, teenagers also like to leave their prints up there. And they've been doing it since 1956. Or at least, that's the earliest number we could find on here. Someday I have a feeling the monument's going to topple over because it's not quite balanced anymore. I haven't seen any pictures of what the monument used to look like. And here is another part of the monument that has holes in it that just sort of explains of what happened, but we don't have to read it out loud to you because we've already explained it before in the beginning part of this video. 3, 2, 1. Well, this is the swamp area near the monument, because you can see it right there. Just going in for a little bit to explain more about what do some of the paranormal incidences here. People have heard crying, they've heard screaming, they've heard gunfire, and they smelled smoke. Now, I should note, one thing about the gunfire is that there is a firing range around here somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but I do know it's relatively close by. And last time we came here, we did hear gunshots, but obviously it wasn't spirit gunshots. It was just stuff from the firing range. So we are going to do a ghost hunt here. Like I said, even though this ain't the spot where the massacre happened, I'm not really in the mood to go trampling deep into the swamp and get lost. And it's not that warm out. It's warm enough, but not warm enough to go trampling through. And this freaking thing is killing me. Ow, bastard. Okay, thank you. Okay, I want to point out something here that one of the ideas is that there's paranormal activity is about smelling smoke. Now, what the problem is, we do have people who like to have campfires and cook marshmallows.
Yes, Charles?
You have your cell phone and it works. Show it off. Ooh, baby. It has an obelisk on here.
Yep.
There, too.
We're going to try it.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer, though. You don't want to know why?
There's people coming.
There's people, and there's a doggy coming, too.
Woof.
Woofy. I think 2 doggies, actually. Maybe she'll be disappointed with the monument, too, like the last person.
Beautiful dogs, though.
Yeah.
We'll just sit here and just breathe.
Meditative EVP session after the nice lady and her cute little dog's easy. I was going, you pig.
That was a ghost bird.
Okay. So.
And of course the cars in the distance.
And of course she got the exact. Well, maybe my mind's just filthy too, and everybody's mind's filthy. Very phallic.
I'm laying down for 5 minutes.
All right, we are done with our, as we call it, the meditative EVP quiet session. Now we're going to have Steve do his magic and ask the questions.
Start off. Is there anybody here? If so, how many are here? Can you say your names? Can you give us a sign that you're here?
Well, we're going to try an experiment. We've been doing an EVP session. We get a vibe, but we know that vibes, well, personal experiences makes it good for us, but for YouTube and more skeptical people, it's not going to work. So we're going to do the EMF thing. But I'm going to try something here. I'm going to leave it out in, like, what do you think, along the path area?
Yeah, it's a good
So
idea.
we're going to leave it out, and then we're going to do another EVP session and see if it can actually make it go off. It's kind of like, I find these better to be K2s, in my opinion. That, and I also don't have a penny for the K2. So with the DVR going, we're gonna ask questions. But let me leave the camera. We're gonna leave the camera right next to the.
Yeah, because
EMF.
we have the voice thing for that.
Yes, and we're gonna stay up near the monument, the big phallic symbol, as the lady said with the dogs. Don't worry, if we don't get nothing, we're not gonna torture you guys with junk. Alright. Alright, if there's anyone here, see the two objects on the trail. Step in front of it, you'll actually set it off. Oh, you should set it off. Just so you let us know that you're here. Alright, now, after doing that, now we're going to do a ghost box session. And don't worry, we're not going to curse you by making you forced to watch the entire thing. Well, here's the obelisk. It's already been going off. What it said, 60 medium lag. Have no clue what that means. You can't really see the words too bad. Let me see. Focus. Well, you know what? We got the DVR nearby, so you can probably hear it better. So we're just going to ask questions and point to it. And Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
My God, Steve, you're so tall. Oh, you're sitting on this. What is your opinion of the obelisk?
I think it doesn't answer direct questions, but I think if you listen to it, it can say a general direction of what the spirits are feeling. Like if it's saying a lot of violent words, a lot of violence has happened around here.
Yeah, or anywhere else, or, you know, but I'm still a little skeptical on it myself. But, well, who knows, maybe I just need to use it more. Over there by where the street sign is that says Great Swamp Monument Drive, there used to be a bigger sign that says, you know, that actually talks about it and that the monument's up this road. It wasn't there this time, and that's why we almost missed it. But now we're heading home. GPS is ready. Yeah. Woohoo! Turn right. Recalculating. Well, here's like the only sign that you're gonna find to let you know where the Great Swamp Fight Monument is. Not very good. Won't really notice it.
Now I claim to fight for peace with every passing day become less free. Zombies are war, forever kill, they create